City, and I would say probably the Valley as a whole, which is such a good thing when you think about job creation. You know, you need to have that engine of creativity, and we have that here in the Coachella Valley. And so what we can do as administrators in government is help facilitate that in a really progressive manner, where we're able to hold their hand through different processes and ensure that they're able to get their project off the ground or to the next levels. You know, this, like this Dutch Brothers, right? It's of course, it doesn't just involve the sales of coffee. It involves all of the pre-construction efforts and consulting time that works, the architects that are hired, the contractors that are hired, the jobs that are created through that, and then not just, you know, the job creation, but also all the adjacent multiplier effects that occur from development.
I was just thinking about that, how that section of that development or that project has been empty, so to speak, for a little while, and how exciting it is that Dutch Brothers could help attract some other things to that complex. All right. Now, the other thing that really got me excited when we spoke was that you shared with me about the ADU blueprints that you have available. So can you tell us about that? Because like I said, every person I've shared this with so far their eyes have lit up and they've gotten very excited about it. So share with me what that is all about.
Yes. So ADUs have been getting more popularity over the years, and I think that some people still call them granny flats or mother-in-law suites, or casitas are a real common terminology here in the desert. But ultimately, an accessory dwelling unit is in essence a smaller home that is likely detached from your single-family residence. And what we've done is wanted to work on ways to incentivize this type of development as we look at affordability and we look at the ways people are sort of offsetting their costs for their homes, and even the way that we see the social dynamic of the children of families growing up and actually moving into the larger home, and then the parents, getting older and actually sort of switching roles or switching spaces. That's also something that we're seeing historically been done, but it's something that helps address that affordability type of scenario when you look at the ever-evolving cost of homes and ways that cities and municipalities can actually play a role in helping to get more housing development in our community. So ADUs is something that's been approved through the state through a variety of ways, both attached and detached. But our building department, we have an amazing building official, Jeremy Fry. So he is very involved in the actual ADUs and this program, but I'm going to speak in his behalf because I love this. I love this too, and I think what they did was really amazing. So in order to expedite projects and allow people to sort of remove some of the financial burdens at the front end of a ADU project, let's say, the biggest hurdle is often the architectural and engineering, and that on its own sometimes can be a burden because it's just an idea, and to get to the next point you have to invest so much money to get plans. And now more than ever, with the rising cost of different things, it's very important that we look at ways to sort of trim down what we're spending and also look at ways of how we can leverage what we already have. So one of the programs that Cathedral City wanted to do was bring forward a pre-designed ADU or pre-approved ADUs that are free to the community, so people can actually download the plans and take a look at what these different projects or different elevation types are, and see if any of those are ones that they want to build in on their property. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see the different models that we have. We have anywhere from a small 468 square foot, 1 bedroom, 1 bath studio, all the way up to a 2 bed, 2 bath 1,000 square foot. We also have a JADU for garage conversion. So we want to make sure that we want to mold ourselves around the ever-evolving world of real estate and development. And so we try to be a little bit more progressive and say, okay, well, if this is something that our residents and our constituents need as part of a way to evolve this community, then let's get them the appropriate resource so that we remove that burden and actually encourage them to come to City Hall. And sometimes some of these garage conversions can be done without permits. So no need to do that anymore. We have plans there that you can tap into and utilize to do those illegal garage conversions and get all the things that you need to build your ADU.
Yeah, I'm sorry, is so cool. I like I said, I keep sharing it and I keep going back and looking at the plans and like trying to like internally memorize them so that I remember when things come up. But the being able to have these available and at the ready, and that people don't have to go get their plans approved if they're able to use one of these four. You've got solutions that are already built in, time saving, money saving, and as realtors, we appreciate you and the city helping with being able to cut some of the red tape in getting homes built, especially these ADUs that we know are so important to families. I myself am caring for my mother in my home, and I would pay money for one of those ADUs some days. But it's really nice that these are here, and I just think this is so exciting, and it's such a great way for us to showcase how the city of Cathedral City is helping with these things that are important to us as realtors. This is great, and so we applaud you. I thank you. I think that these are really exciting, that these are available to our homeowners and to our residents to be able to download at any time and utilize. So thank you guys for doing that for us.
No, we appreciate it. And I think, one of the things, I think the overarching themes you can sort of take away from this conversation is probably that we're doing things a little bit different. And, we're excited and we welcome you to come talk to us, come learn more. If you want to sit down and chat about anything, we have a lot of amazing coffee shops that are even opening up. We just one actual project that we have, a coffee over on Ramon just opened up. So they just opened up their new location here in Cathedral City.
Say that again. Coffee?
Yep, coffee. If I go back to I'm going to go to development.
Yeah, that's my next question. Is tell us a few commercial developments. This is the part that I always think we get excited about. So tell us what's coming to Cathedral City.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking. So we're going to go through here and I'm gonna pull up coffee. So here it is. Drive through North Ramon, East Palm. Is that it?
Oh my goodness!
So coffee just opened up their new location. They're in the old where the subway used to be. Get rid of this.
Oh.
So there used to be a subway. The Home Depot is right here. So just on the border of Cathedral City and Palm Springs, they've revamped this corner here, and it is gorgeous. If you could go by there, take a look at what they've done. They have an amazing seating area on the back. They offer, breakfast, sandwiches, and all kinds of other things. What they did on the inside, I mean, this is just an example. When we met the owners, they just had a vision to bring coffee to Cathedral City. They thought this is the next place for us to grow. Yeah. And we're really proud of them to choose us as their next location. We don't shy away from having a hardworking community, and so we need coffee in our life, as you can see. So.
I know I always get excited about these, and this is another one. Believe it or not, I'm not actually even really a coffee drinker, but I love their yerba mate tea, and that gets me going during the day, and it gets me my little boost of caffeine. So I am very excited about it, and to have one at that location, like that's such a different from their other locations in the desert. It's so very different, but it's a great little corridor that we get stuck in sometimes, and there's not a great place to go right there. So that's very exciting.
And the beautiful thing about this is, like, for us, we're so proud to see a local coffee shop like really elevate themselves. If you really think about it, they're a drive-through. So this is like this is pretty revolutionary for the Valley, and we should all sort of take a moment and be proud of these businesses to take these steps because coffee's if you go in there, I really urge anyone to, if they haven't been there yet, and this may be groundbreaking news, but go by there. They just opened up last week. A grand opening. We'll have one when we get it scheduled. We'll make sure to invite everybody. But they just did a soft opening, so they're open now. But take a look inside, and you can really see the amount of dedication that they put
Yeah.
into the cleaning up that corner for us, and bringing something that gives a place of gathering that people can go there. I've gone there a couple of times and just have seen people have meetings. You could tell there was a couple of business owners in there, kind of just handling emails and stuff. And so these areas are really important for us to sort of cherish, and very proud. So I guess just to give you a couple more that we
That's
are also.
exciting. That's a good one.
That is a good one. A couple other ones. If you go by Cathedral Cove, the Cathedral Cove Center, over right in front of City Hall.
Okay.
There's a Starbucks and a Chipotle there. If you drive by there, they're sort of nearing completion, which is super exciting that we have that. Along with that, we have a new burger joint that's coming to the downtown. So we have a Mark's Burger, which is going in right in front of the Roost. So if you
Okay.
go right there in our downtown, you'll be able to grab a burger when you go to the movie theater, or when you're checking out one of our events at the amphitheater. Along with that, one of the most exciting projects is Roadrunner Motors, which to us, we have so much talent here with the automotive industries. Roadrunner Motors really bringing the most critical infrastructure, which is education for our constituents and our students here, and providing them a catalyst so that they don't have to leave Cathedral City to get the education that they want to get into the industry that they want to do. So
Hmm.
a lot of car geeks here in Cathedral City, and
Yeah.
we're
So is
excited
that
to.
an automotive school then?
It is. So it's College of the Desert's automotive centered school. So
Oh, Roadrunner Motors. Got it. That connection made.
yes, and so this is
Okay.
this is kind of what the facility will look like.
Oh, so I've actually been able to tour the automotive center on the College of the Desert campus. I've done it through our scholarship program. We've gone and toured there a couple times, and that was really impressive. But this is amazing.
Yeah,
How big is
this is
this facility?
yeah, this is really big for our residents, and there was a big push from our staff to keep to keep it here. And so when we look at Roadrunner
Yeah.
Motors, you can see the site plan itself. It is a vast investment for College of the Desert. It's going to be
Whoa.
sitting if you were to drive by the Lexus dealer or the
Yeah.
Volkswagen dealer, it's sitting just behind it at the end of that cul-de-sac. So beautiful state-of-the-art facility that's going to be going in there. And that's probably one of the more proud things that we are of, is bringing that resource to our residents is critical. So excited about that project. And there's just so many others. There's a lot of great food places. We just opened up, or did the grand opening on Eight Pongs, which is also on Date Palm Drive.
Oh, been there already. That is amazing. They do a really great job.
So Eight
And they're
Pongs is.
so nice. Those people are just the owners are lovely, lovely
Yeah,
people.
no, no, I couldn't agree with you more. And if you just keep driving on Date Palm heading north, there's a new Mexican restaurant called the El Compaye, and then if you go further down, there's K-pop foods. We have
Yeah.
just the most amazing variety of foods. I mean, it is the most diverse. Well, one, it only makes sense, right? We're considered the most diverse city in the Coachella Valley, meaning
Mhm.
that if you go to a grocery store, you'll likely run into someone from a different ethnicity, different background, um, than any other place in the Coachella Valley. And so I think our restaurants are a great representation of that. I mean, just look
Yeah.
around. If you'll likely find it here in Cathedral City if you're looking for it.
You
So
know, it's interesting. This weekend, I was actually making something. I was cooking a recipe that called for something that you would find in the international foods aisle. It was a sushi bake, and I was just looking for an oil to go into it. And I went into this. I went to both Stater Brothers and Trader Joe's this weekend, and both of them had exactly what I was looking for. But I realized that in that aisle, the selection is so much more broad than you find in stores in Palm Desert and other places like that. I was really impressed by that alone. But when you say that we have the most diverse, that city is the most diverse, and has the most diverse food, it makes complete sense to me. I just like you said, I completely agree with that, and I could see that. But it is very exciting to see some of the new things that are coming to Cathedral City. So thank you again for sharing that with us. What is
Yeah,
spice
no,
rack?
and as you say that, one of the things when I came here, I love Indian food, and I found out about the Spice Rack, which is one of the only Indian grocers here in the Coachella Valley. And not only are they cater to that, but they have a multitude of other nationalities that they cater to, and
Where
it
is
is just
that?
such a little gem. It is in the let's see where it is
Like they
here.
probably would have had what I was looking for.
They might, and actually it's across the street from Trader Joe's. So
Okay.
it's another place to check out, but just so many great places, right?
Yeah.
It really is, and I'll stop sharing here because
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, though. No, those are the things we all get excited about because as we as realtors are out, and I used to say like driving our clients around in our cars. We don't do that as much as we used to, because there's not as many properties to show, and because things are just a little different than they used to be. But it's those are the things, those new developments and the things coming to the community. When people buy homes, very little of it is about the actual four walls and the roof, right? Like it's so much about what do you do outside of that home? What is your outdoor living like? What is your lifestyle like? And these are the things that clients get excited about when we are in the car with them and when we do have something to tell them that these new things are coming, or I'm so glad you just moved in. You got to know about this grocery store, the spice rack around the corner, because they're going to have all the little things you won't be able to find anywhere else. Those are the things that make us a part of the community and that help us to really, I don't know, to help us sell the community to our clients. So I know that some of those things feel silly that we're asking about commercial when we're really selling residential most of the times, but that's why, because we are a part of the community and we love hearing that information and we love being the first to know. So your website's awesome because we can go look like we're the experts, when you guys really are the ones putting all that information out there for us. So thank you again
we
for
appreciate
making
it.
us look like rock stars.
You all are doing a great job, and you all are doing the hard work. For us, anything we can do to be part of that storytelling. If you have if so many realtors that watch this, you all work with a number of clients that could be business owners.
Yeah.
So these resources are also to help them stay in their home or buy another home, right? And so let's help these small business owners get those resources that they need. And so if you get new clients that move to our city, please use this as an introductory. We're happy. I can promise you this: if you come to our city, well, you'll leave with some sort of Cathedral City swag. So we're
I
here to
love it.
be a collaborative partner with the realtors here, and we respect them and value them. So you all have us here as a resource. Please feel free to reach out if there's any questions that come up after you watch this. But Stephenie, you've been a blast to talk to. I think that what you all are doing with this podcast is great,
Thank
and
you.
let's just keep sharing the word.
Yeah, and Eric, you and Victor have been great resources to me as well, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate just how open you are to sharing this information and to making sure that we get it out there, and so that everybody's able to utilize it. I do want to ask you one last question, and I'm going to put you on the spot just a touch, but tell us one cool thing that we need to know about Cathedral City that most people might not know. I mean, you've shared with us a lot of cool things so far today. But anything else, any other little gems you want to leave us with before we go?
Yeah, I think the one thing about Cathedral City is it's historically been looked at as a pass-through city. And I think we're giving them a reason why to stop now. And so, take that into account. We love the grit that comes behind the story of Cathedral City. I think that's what makes it so valuable and such a gem. What do they say? Pressure makes diamonds, right? And so,
Yes.
that's I think if you don't have those pressures, right, then you can't actually grow and flourish. So,
Yep.
um, I think that's why people are seeing Cathedral City. It's always been there. It's always been doing amazing. But I think more than ever, all of its hard work is showing off, and you can't do anything but stop and look. So when you come into the city, enjoy all the amazing amenities. Believe it's our 100th anniversary. We've just recently announced. I think there's a video, and I'll share it with you, of our 100th anniversary. Watch it. It tells you about all the history of Cathedral City, all the amazing work that's been put in. It actually goes all the way back into all the illicit gambling halls, and
Yes, I love those old stories.
it's super cool. And even, we try to connect our history. So, we have, as part of our Ignite, we have these poker chips.
I
So
love
this is our
it.
swag, and so it pays homage to all the history behind Cathedral City, but it's also a representation of the gamble that someone takes, and if they buy a home here, if they start a business here, get a job here, it's all a gamble. But we believe that with Cathedral City on your side, that the odds are in your favor. So.
Oh man, okay. I couldn't have asked for a better gem than that. That was good.
Is that good?
You
Okay,
got
good.
my heartstrings. Again, as somebody who grew up in Cathedral City, you just tugged at my heartstrings. I love it. So thank you
Good,
so
good.
so much for your time today, Erick. You've been an invaluable resource, and we appreciate the partnership. And I would implore anybody who has questions to reach out to you, and we'll make sure we share your contact information in our post as well around the video. So thank you again for everything today. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.